Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss because when people start to learn about the real world, it loses its magic and innocence. People become stressed and depressed about what's going to happen to them. It's kind of a wake-up call to those who think that the world is just fun and games.
Like in the quote from Flowers for Algernon, Charlie says, "They're really my friends and they like me. If he found out that they weren't, it would crush him and put him into depression."
Is it our turn now? Okay. Well, you may say that the magic in the world goes away when you find out about that the things you believed in aren't true. Not necessarily all people believe that. Some people may feel better about it when they learn that now they actually know the truth, when before there was no real evidence backing it. Do you have a rebuttal for a counter-argument?
Well, our second part of evidence is that most of, the majority of children, they think that the world is great and there's no problems. They don't have to worry about money or stress or homework or anything like that, or their job, because they don't have any of that to worry about. But if they did, once they realize that Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy aren't real, then it starts to lose the magic, and they realize, that this is reality, and it's not all just magical.
While you may believe this, we treat children almost like royalty, and people are wanting to stay as children for longer, not getting jobs, as you say, and trying to make it easier on themselves. But it is bringing about society's eventual downfall. Now, we would like to state why we think ignorance is not bliss. Some of the reasons we have backing us are choosing a successful career path requires good education, not getting in trouble with the law requires studying the law, and choosing good friends, as we will have examples from Flowers for Algernon. Our first reason is if people do not educate themselves, they can be rejected from a successful career path because of their lack of knowledge. And if they are ignorant, they would not have chosen as successful or money-making of a career path.
Our second point is choosing good friends. If you're ignorant about how good friends should be, then you won't choose good friends. Like in Flowers for Algernon, Charlie has supposedly friends that he thinks that treat him well, but they really don't. And he doesn't know because he is ignorant, and this causes him to have a worse life from most points of view.
Lastly, if people don't study the law, they'll be their own downfall because they'll get in trouble.
In Jacob's point about having jobs, it's better to be happy with your job than just have a successful job. Because if you're not happy doing your job, then are you really, having a good time,
And in Flowers for Algernon, he doesn't have a very good job, but he's still happy, even though he doesn't make a lot of money.
And that's how a lot of people in the world are today. They don't care about how much money they're making. Well, everybody does, but they find it more important to have a good job and spend time with your family than to have more money and be successful.
Statistics show that almost 80% of millionaires are entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship is not necessarily a stressful job, it just requires ingenuity.
But when you're ignorant, you wouldn't care what job you have because you can't be smart enough to have a really nice job, but you could have a smaller job and still be happy.
But think about all the smart people in the world. Look how far people have come, like Albert Einstein. He created many theories that we use today, and if we didn't have Albert Einstein...
That they might not have a good job or something like that. They realize that, they haven't done anything or haven't got a good career path or whatnot.
If you're ignorant, then you don't really care, or you don't worry about your career path or how much money you're making.
Because you're ignorant. The point of being ignorant is that you're not smart,
And you don't know about.
Ignorant doesn't necessarily mean you're not smart. It just means you don't care about what you know. And you don't care about what's coming up.
So if you didn't know about something dangerous, wouldn't you rather know so that you could try and avoid it rather than being ignorant and not caring, would you say?
But if you know about it, you're going to be stressed and worried that it's going to happen to you or something bad will happen or future events can affect you. If you're ignorant, then you wouldn't care or know better, so it wouldn't affect you.
But studies show some people stress is actually healthy. Too little stress can actually kill you. You need some stress in your life. If you're too ignorant, you wouldn't have any stress in your life. You would just look ahead to the future and say, I don't care what's going on. I can just look ahead to the future and hope that something good comes to me. But what happens when something bad comes to you?
Stress can push you to do your best.
But ignorance can also help you be relieved of issues that can happen.
Right.
That's the end of the debate.